Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been 2 days, I think 3 days since the last time we made a video. So today I'm making this video late. It is 21:42, that is 9 p.m. But I had to make this video. Why? Because I saw some setups that worked. Remember, I told you in most cases I'm going to be showing you setups, and then it will be upon you to start looking for them such that you can use them to trade. So throughout the week, as long as you do the analysis weekly and you see that this is where the market is heading, so throughout the week you'll be looking for only setups that favor your direction. So I'm going to be giving you some of the setups that have been happening in case you guys have been following price action of recent. So you guys subscribe to the channel, and then we proceed. We direct to 400 subscribers. So far we are at 370. We are growing at a very high speed. So subscribe, and then we proceed with the analysis. I'm only going to be showing you setups, only setups. So subscribe, we proceed. Okay, so let's proceed. So this is NZDCAD, and NZDCAD, it is the analysis. This one I gave you last time, but I'm just going to get a quick recap and then we shall proceed. However, we have also another trade that I'm expecting on NZDCAD. I'm expecting price to tap in this area and then go up. However, this one you can enter with confirmation entries. Confirmation entries would be better because the zone is so big. So this one, you go to the you go to the 5 minutes, you go to the 15 minutes and enter with the confirmation entries. So which trade did we have? We had price breaking this low, made higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low, breaking this last low here. Demand zone removed, even trend line removed. So what happened is after price did that, they left a demand zone at around this area, and of which even that demand zone had it had support that turned into resistance, that turned into support, that turned into resistance. See, this was support. When it was broken, turned into resistance, left a demand zone here, and then price dropped. So when it comes back to this area, we were selling, but we were selling up to the demand zone down there. So the entry was like this, was supposed to be like this. You risk around 20, yes, 20 pips, and then you target the previous high first. 1:3, that is 68, and then you go up to 1:5, which is 100 pips. Good. So in order to see this one very well, if you went to the 1 hour time frame, I think it would be very clear. So you see the 1 hour time frame, you would even find the zone to this area. This is support, broken, turns into resistance, leaves the demand zone, and it drops. On the 1 hour the demand was not clear, but on the 4 hour it was clear. So when price came back here, there was a sniper entry. So on the 1 hour you'd get a stop loss of 15 pips. Sniper entry, and then you go back to the 4 hour and target the previous low. Now that was 1:4. Right now you're doing 1:6. Sure, 1:6 you'd be already in the profits, enough profits to remove your gains and leave. So what are we waiting on? USD and NZDCAD. There was also another demand zone here that was used, but this is not one I would use. So we are waiting for price to come and mitigate this area, and then we shall be taking it to the upside. However, that is not the topic for today. The topic for today is the setups that have happened so far this week. So we have one on this is DXY, the dollar index. So the dollar index, we have one that happened. Where is it? Where did I see it? Was it on the 15 minutes? Let me check on the 15 minutes. These things, guys, keep on happening. Yes, it was in the 15 minutes. So what happened is price dropped, making a low, a high, a lower low, and then a higher high, and then price left a demand zone here, then shot up, breaking this structure here. This structure here was broken to make a higher high with this good demand zone. Look at the displacement, one candle engulfing almost 4 previous candles. So you mark this area here. This was when? This was Monday at 6. This was Monday at 6:30, and then the actual trade happened on Tuesday, but it happened today in the morning. So if you had marked that, and then your entries would be there, your stop losses would be around 7 pips. This is DXY. There will be around 8 pips, and then you target the previous high, that is 1:2, that is 17 pips. However, you would hold this trade because you know price was in an uptrend, so you'd hold this trade up to 70 pips, that is 1:8. So I think you can see it very well from here. The setup, same setups always give demand zone, indecision candle, engulfing candle, break of structure. When price comes back here, we are buying. We bought, and then it would go up to 1:8 here, 1:8. Personally, I was not in this trade, so it is a trade I missed because I've been up and down. So that is one. And then we have another one. I have another setup on NZDUSD that already happened. This is the one. Yes, this was for last week, for this week. I think this one is for this week, but I gave you this trade last week. This is when, you see, this is Monday. So I gave you this trade last week because last week when the wind was here, so when it opened, it dropped, went back, leaving a very good demand zone. Very good demand zone. Look at this demand zone. Very clear basing, incision candle, good engulfing candle, a very good demand zone. Then there is support and resistance. This is support, broken, turns into resistance. Look at the displacement, guys. Very good engulfing candle, engulfing 1, 2, 3, 4 1 hour candles being engulfed. So when price comes back to this area, we sell. Same setups, guys. Same setups. Stop loss 13 pips. Then the target is the previous high, which is 35. That is 1:2, and then you would let it roll. So 5 would be in 1:4. Guys, look at the setups. Even if I flip this chart, same setups. You see, support, and now resistance broken, turns into support, leaves a very good demand zone. Price goes, when it comes back here, we buy to the upside. Good. So let's go back to our charts and look for another setup. Then we had another one on USDCAD. USDCAD, I think this one happened on the 15 minutes, 4 hour. I told you don't need to be checking the charts every day. You don't need to. You just need to look out for setups. You know that the DXY has been bullish. That means USDCAD, USDJPY are buying. So you just look out for buy setups only. So I think, where is it? Where did I see it, guys? Let me check the 15 minutes time frame. It is here. It is on the 15 minutes time frame. It is here. This is a drop base rally, breaking this structure here, broke this one. The structure was broken, making a higher high. So you mark this area here, but this one was big, so you'd mind about your stop loss. Mark this area here. So now, since it is big, what I always do is enter from a quarter from the top. So those are 11 pips. Target the next high, which is 2.1 is to 2.5, but you would hold up to 1 is to what? 4.1, which is a good trade. That has also happened today on the 15 minutes time frame. Gawe on the 15 minutes time frame. So we proceed. Let me just leave this here. Cow. Yes, so we proceed. We have another one that happened on USDJPY. So USDJPY, it was, I think, on the 1 hour. Let me check on the 1 hour. 1 hour, yes, it was on the 1 hour. I hope you guys can see it. Me, I can see it clearly. So price came, made a rally, a base, a rally, breaking this structure even here. So you mark your good demand zone. Look at that indecision candle and then the engulfing candle. You just be looking out for buy setups only, because you know that the DXY is bullish. That means even USDJPY is going to be buying, so you only look out for buy setups. So you enter from there, put your stop losses below this low here, because price might want to come down and sweep the liquidity here. So you put it below this low, which is 30 pips, and then target the previous high. This is 1:1.6, 50 pips, but you would hold it because you know price is bullish. So you hold it to this one went up to 187 pips, 1:5.9. I think guys, you're seeing now this. Let me be leaving here the setups. Okay, so let's proceed. We go to another one, was on gold XAUUSD. Gold, it was on the, I think, 15 minutes time frame. Let me see, 15 minutes time frame. Where is it? Yeah, it is in 15 minutes time frame. So this was Monday. Gold dropped, breaking this structure here. This is higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, equal high, then broke into lower low, lower high, lower low, breaking all these demand zones here and the trend line. So meaning that we are going down. So we made another lower low, lower high, equal low. Now we have demand zone here with support and resistance. Where is this? This is support, broken, turns into resistance. This is a demand zone. Clean demand zone. So now in order to see it very well, you go to the 5 minutes, which is here. Now let me stretch it to, you see, it is here. So you refine it to this candle here. This is a drop, base drop, demand zone, support and resistance. So we go back to our 15 minutes to wait for the trade. So you see, price came back to the area, took our orders, stop loss 37 pips, took our orders, and then respected the zone. The first take profit is 200 pips, 1:6, and then the second would be 400 pips, 1:11 on gold. So that happened this week, and this trade, I think it happened today. Yes, it happened today from 1 p.m. up to right now. It is still playing, but right now you should be out because it is retracing. However, let me check on the 4 hour and I see whether it is going somewhere significant. No, there's nothing I'm seeing on the 4 hour. So by now you should be out of that trade. Okay, so what else should I teach you? Those are the trades that happened this week. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5. That is from yesterday up to now. You had 5 trades. The total of 5 would give you around 700 pips in 2 days. That is more than enough. So that is all I wanted to give you today. I just wanted to do this quick video before I go to sleep. Okay guys, so if you've learned something from the video, kindly like it And if you have not, go through the video, but this time watch it slowly by slowly. Gold hit our targets. Gold hit our target for last week. This one I put it in the last video. So the entry was slightly below here, and then the target was here, 700 pips. Hit and surpassed the target 1:3.8. So that is all. Subscribe to the channel and good night.